So, in today's video, we'll be looking at a scenario where the EU unites into a single country, that being this massive monster. I mean, look at this. It's big. It's pretty big, pretty fat country. Probably quite powerful too. Yeah, you'll notice there's a big fat pimple called Switzerland in the middle of it. That's just annoying. But we all know the UK, my country. They left the EU quite in 2020. Bad stuff. Brexit. Norway isn't in it. I thought they were, but apparently they're not. So what should the goal of the EU be? Probably uniting Europe. Their biggest threat will likely be Russia. Now, in real life, Russia, they're being quite aggressive towards, Eastern Europe here, but you know what? In this timeline, so is the rest of Europe, as in the EU. They're going to be very aggressive towards them. First little thing they're going after is, obviously going to be the massive pimple, Switzerland. So, it's going to be a bit of a breeze. It's a fat country, probably about as powerful as the USA, maybe more powerful, who knows? But yeah, Switzerland, no match at all. They've taken Bern already, which I think is the capital of Switzerland. Tell me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I think that's the capital, yep. Taken the west completely. Switzerland was on a bit of a defensive, but, they didn't last long. Strong country, surrounded on all sides. And there we go. Oh, that looks a lot better. Of course, later on, I am sure Kaliningrad, foreshadowing, Kaliningrad may be a problem. A thorn in the side. It's pretty, yeah. Now there's another bit of a cleanup that has to happen. It's, this bit here. Bosnia. Oh, they're going to declare war on Bosnia and Herzegovina. Serbia, Kosovo, Montenegro, Albania, and North Macedonia. All of them. Their quest to unite Europe is, deadly. So, Greece obviously going after North Macedonia. That's their enemy up here. They hate them. Except you got all of these guys going up against them. Yeah, because the North has not been invaded yet. No, the rest of the Europeans aren't here. They were here, but they're coming. They're on their way. They're about there. However, Greece is here, and they're trying, but they're being stalemated right here. It's not looking good, man. Not for Greece, or what is this? Bulgaria, that's it. Bulgaria. Romania's probably here too. Romania going in from the east. Serbia. Oh, I don't know where the capital of any of these guys are. Kosovo is obviously probably like somewhere there. Kosovo is gone. Yeah. No, they didn't last long, did they? Nope. Serbia is pushing back though against the Romanians and the Bulgarians up here. North Macedonia also. The Romanians and the Bulgarians, they're folding. However, Greece is slightly pushing in and almost connected to them now. They're almost encircled this, but there's still a little sliver of land there. However, the Italians have come down. They're coming. They're here. They're going to land in Albania, taking all of that stuff there. Now, Albania's capital is gone. Albania cannot be bothered. Yep. They surrender immediately. These guys are encircled and very quickly taken out. However, Serbia is they're a bit of a they're causing trouble, man. That's what I was trying to say. They're causing trouble. Yep, back and forth with these Serbians. I don't think they've gotten their capital. I think the Serbian capital's like somewhere around there. I'm probably completely wrong, but that's okay. I'm not very educated on capitals, if I'm going to be honest with you, but I'll get there. Bosnia and Herzegovina getting invaded. That's right. Croatia and something else. Slovenia. Hungary? Maybe. They're invading. They're gonna cut off the Serbs from the Montenegro and Bosnia. I'm just gonna say Bosnia, man. I can't. Yep, they're going. They're going to connect up with the rest, and now it's just Serbia. Serbia will not surrender against these foul fiends. They call them fiends. Yeah, that's right. Yep. Oh, it's bad, but Serbians don't really stand a chance. And guess what? Since the EU is so powerful, so big, and clearly wants to encompass the entirety of Europe against everyone's wishes, they are going to annex all of them. Oh, that's right. Look at that massive blob there in the Balkans now. Yeah, that's brilliant. Except you got a little Another thorn in the side there in the Balkan region. That sucks. Who will be next? It's pretty obvious. It's Moldova. They're gonna get their face is gone. Yep, their face is gone and it's turned red. What does that even mean? I don't know, but they are red now. And Europe is starting to look very, very scary. Very. The USA likes this. They like it. They like it a lot. They like United Europe because they are friends with Europe. So I mean, not exactly bad for the USA, is it? Not really. Norway is Norway is a long boy and has a lot of nice resources and they're a pretty beautiful country. So the EU wants it. They'll get more tourism like that as well. Oh, and you bet this entire country is rich off of tourism right now. First target. Where is Oslo? It's like here, right? Is it Oslo? I'm not. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Tell me in the comments if I'm wrong. I think this is Oslo, and I think this is where it is. Their capital is Oslo, and the Danish are going in. The Swedes are going in from up here. Oh, yes, they are. And the Finnish are going up here, taking this, all of it. The north is very easy. So because not a very important land up there, really, is it? Not for Norwegians, no, not at all. However, when you get to this part here, they start to very much defend. So yeah, the Norwegians, they're pushing back against the Swedish here on a nice little offensive. However, they don't push them all the way out. They're, the red team's offensive towards Oslo is it's very quickly halted and pushed back. Oh wait, never mind, they have Oslo. This is where Oslo is, my bad, man. Didn't know that. No, Danish are here, Danish are here. That's my bad, that's my bad. That's my bad. Anyway, as I was saying, their push towards Oslo is halted and pushed back. Yep, there you go. They don't have Oslo. Oh, but they really want it. Oh, they really want it. Oh, the North is pushing back because they're really trying to protect Oslo. Yeah, it's a pretty sluggish battle. Oh, they've almost captured it. Oh, they're on the doorstep of they're on the doorstep of Oslo. Nope, nope, nope. The Norwegians have got their head out of the snow. Oh, yes, they have. They're pushing them back even more, cutting this off, killing these guys. They're gone, they're dead. Pushing this front line back, and oh no. No. Now, while this war is happening, we have a very bad thing for the EU happening. Very bad, very not good. Nope. There, as you can see, Russia's involved. Oh, fat coalition. Oh. It's about to be a continental war because the EU could not contain themselves. No. And of course, Iceland isn't too worried about the EU because guess what? Traitors. They joined the EU. They've joined the EU because they don't want to. It's only beneficial for them. And Norway desperately asks for help from this coalition. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen? The coalition does accept. Oh no! The reason why Norway did this is because they're starting to get pushed back and murdered. The red team's murdering their souls into oblivion. So, yeah, Oslo's captured. Bored. Oh, and it's just it's slaughter from here. It's massive slaughter. Oh, Norway is out of the war. UK is invading into Ireland, and very quickly they take Dublin. No. Kaliningrad, however, is taken by the red team, and the red team was ready up in the Nordic region, so they obviously were ready to go against the Russians here. And obviously, as we know, Finland or the Finnish are obviously the great oppressors of Russia, and they storm through Russia, and Russia can win against the Finnish. You understand? This is real life law from World War II. They can't defeat the Finnish. The Finnish are demons to the Russians. Demons, absolute demons. They cross over this water thing. They cross again. Oh no! They cut this off. Russia is so finished. Fumbling. Have you just noticed something? The Ukrainians and the Russians are on the same side. However, this makes totally the Russians and the Ukrainians are on the same side. Turkey invades into Greece and Belgium. What the hell? Bulgaria. They invade into Bulgaria and they invade into taking this land for themselves. Oh, they've always wanted it. They've all island hopping. They took Cyprus. They took Cyprus. They took Crete. Oh man, they're going in. They're going up and away. They're going. Greece is done. Yep, they're done. They are invading into Russia here, though. The Baltic states. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. However, Belarus is going to try and reclaim Kaliningrad for Russia, but it's not as easy as it seems. There is a massive amount of Polish people here, and they don't like it. Being invaded, but they are being invaded. It's a field. It's a massive field country. No heals or anything. Massive field. Poland is almost gone. That sucks for Poland. Oh, I'm so sorry, Poland. You're in a bad spot. Don't worry though, Poland. It's time to push back. Boom, boom. Obviously, Turkey and the Ukraine going into the Baltic, the Balkan region here. They're going in. They're going in for that Balkan kill. That's right. They want the Balkans together, and they will annex the Balkans, or they will free the Balkans. Free the Balkans and bring them onto anti-EU side. That's right. And they are doing that. They are very, very much doing that. The EU has no longer got access to the Black Sea, which is fun. Yeah, they're going up the Adriatic coast, which doesn't doesn't last very long. The Italians are here, ex-Romans, of course. Taking back Albania. Ooh, they're taking back Greece. Oh my gosh, no. Turkey, what happened? No. They got Black Sea again. The Italians came and they just died. However, bad story in Ireland. They're gone. They don't exist anymore. It's the UK. The UK is going and landing in France, in Calais, of course. Where else would it be? And also here near Rouen, somewhere near Rouen, yeah. And they have the English code. What? They have the English channel. That's right. It's about to be a bad story for the blue team, though. But yeah, this is they're starting to push in on all sides. But this is as far as they will get. Trust me on that. The British are gonna get invaded from Moray. Oh no. The Nordic states are here, and so is Iceland. So is Iceland. They are coming in from Scotland. The north is being attacked, which is exactly where you don't want them to attack from, because it's like the most naturally fortified region of the island. They also get invaded from the east, in the York region. It's right, Cumberland regions over here. Oh, the UK is not having a good time. The Irish liberate themselves. They're fighting against the British. Where have I seen that before? Where have I seen that? Well, guess what? They succeed and they completely push them off. The Irish island. Well, Irish island? Wait, the island of Ireland. This thing is sandwiched, completely crushed. UK is pushed out of France completely. They just retract all of their troops from France to protect this mainland. And it's slow for the red team now. However, they do invade and go into Kent, taking London, and UK surrenders. My country has surrendered to the EU, which it left only 6 years ago. These guys continue to go into Russia, except in with a massive offensive going in now. They got a massive big fat finger. Oh, watch it, boom. Moscow is mine. They've taken Moscow. They've taken the mossy cow. That's right. They're pushing Belarus out. The EU is overpowering all of them. They've taken Thrace. They've taken Istanbul. They're going over to whatever the hell Ankara. That's it. They've taken Ankara. And yeah, the red team's advances, they do slow down a bit though, because the blue team really are. They don't want to lose, man. They don't want to lose. No, the Ukrainians really are trying. They, just like real life, they are slowing down their oppressors. Oh, but it's to no avail in this timeline, I'm afraid. because they're getting invaded from the Black Sea coast. Black Sea coast. Oh, Crimea's gone. Oh no. And I'm afraid Ukraine does surrender. However, Turkey does not surrender. They will not surrender to European twads. That's right. They don't do that stuff. They don't do that. They clearly didn't do that before World War II with the little thing they did. They're not gonna surrender, but they're gonna fight to the end. And their end is near. Their end is near, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Turkey's gone. And guess what? It's just Russia left. No. Yep, it's slow slog of an invasion into Russia now. I lied. It's the entirety of Europe against Russia. What do you mean? It's slow. It's what, like, dude. Russia. Oh, just surrender, man. Just oh. So, I mean, we can take a look at a little bit, a little peace treaty so, ladies and gentlemen, this is the peace treaty of the European Continental War we just had. Starting with Turkey, they're gonna take they're obviously gonna take all of Thrace here. That's right. That is right. Then they're gonna take this so that they can control the Strait of whatever this is called, Istanbul or something like that. Don't know, but they control the strait here now. All of the UK completely. Norway, they annex that completely. Oh, they got the whole Nordic place. Speaking of the Nordic place, if this is Nordic, they take this whole part of Russia. Whoa. Kaliningrad as well. Obviously, that would be weird if they didn't take Kaliningrad. I mean, come on, what? The Baltic states, they're expanding their little reach inside the empire. Look at that. Boom. They fully annex Belarus, obviously. They're fully annexing that bad boy because they're part of Europe and they want all of Europe. Or they pretty much have all of Europe other than a bit of Russia. Yeah, pretty much. They fully annex. What? They fully annex Ukraine. Yeah. Oh, you know what? We're going to have another little strange border, maybe. We'll have a look at it. How's that look? Like that? Is that okay? Yeah, it's okay. We'll have them get that as well. Why not? Just so they have a little bit of land closer to Cyprus. That's a pretty big empire. Are they bigger than the USA? They're pretty on par, I would say. I would also say they're probably more powerful, maybe, if not on par. Their economies are probably the same. Well, they're probably about the same as China's economy, I would say. So that's going to do it for today's scenario. If you did enjoy, it'd be very much appreciated if you could like and subscribe. And if you did, I think you'd very much enjoy the video on the screen now.